present, past, and future seas, whose ears have heard the holy word that walked amongst the ancient trees, calling the lapsed soul and weeping in the evening dew, that might control the starry pole and fallen light renew. O earth, return, arise from out of the dewy grass. Night has worn, and the morn rises from the slumberous mass. Turn away no more, why wilt thou turn away? The starry floor, the watery shore, he has given thee to the break of day. It is good to see you. It is I, your bard, in my grove. And what you see behind me is my spring, right in the center of my grove. This little tiny spring here, beautiful spring. It has lost quite a bit of water over the wintertime for some reason. Where I'm standing right now, this is usually it's up this high, but I can almost walk down to it now. It has lost quite a bit of water. And that has been the theme this week, right? We've been talking about the element of water, this great mystery of my ancestors in naming their sacred places, in naming their wells, in naming their rivers. Why do they do that? Why do they have such a connection to this place? Most of us, we just, in my experience, most of my life, it's no big deal. It's just a story. It had no value. It had no purpose. But now it has purpose because I understand it. I understand why my ancestors were connected to this element of water, why it was a living reality for them, why it was something they experienced on the personal level. Now, we're not used to that, right? Good to see our good friends here. Louis and Gwendolyn. Look at Gwendolyn has a nice Owen symbol next to her. Look at that. How precious. Let's see that. And Serpent of Chaos is here as well. Nice to see everybody. And the Servant of Anubis is here, Vixen. Nice to see you. Welcome to my little spring here. This little beautiful, you could see the gleam of the sun upon it right now. We're going to probably be out here until the sun goes down tonight. But I wanted to begin with this element of water, to take you on a little bit of a meditation with it, to see your connection to it, so that you can find a place, a river, a spring, or perhaps some type of sacred pool. I mean, you could make that. You could make, one of the most simplest ways is getting a bird bath and putting it in your backyard and tending to it, keeping it clean. That is the sacred place. Even though the birds will come and, play in it, it's a wonderful, very simple way to create a sacred place for water. If you can't get out, I can get out. You can also have a bowl of water in your living room, light a candle next to it. Be familiar with the element of water. Nice to see you, Roku. Good to have you here. There's many different things you can do to connect to the elements. And water is the most accessible thing. Now, it is optimal if you can have something like I have right here, this tiny spring, to come and to reflect upon the waters, to see your image, your reflection in it, to see yourself in that water. This water, because I've been coming here, because I've been sitting here on the side of these waters here, there is a memory there. The atmosphere that was here present before, it is now changed. There's a memory here. When you go to places, there is a memory. When you interact with people, there is a memory. When you interact with animals, there is a memory. When you interact with your plants, there is a memory. There is memory in the wind. There is memory in the fire. There is memory in the water. And that's what we've been talking about this week, how to connect with that element. One of the vehicles, obviously, in doing meditation with the elements is the imagination. And I'm not encouraging people to make believe, but to build yourself a archetype within, something to reflect upon, something to see in yourself, seeing the waters in yourself as the waters see you in itself. You can create this reality within yourself, a place of reflection. And even though you're not here, you take those waters with you wherever you go. And so I want to do kind of a meditation with you on the element of water. I'll come off to the side here just a bit so you can see the waters for meditative purposes. Find a place where you can be at peace right now. Find a place where you can be still, if it's possible. Some of you might be on the road. It is not possible. Maybe you can come back later, like Rhonda did the other night. She said she couldn't participate in the meditation because she was driving. So she had to find a place to pull over uh, to come back to the meditation. Find a place where you can find a place of reflection, and find a place where you can be still and begin to slow down. Begin to enter into yourself. Use your breath. Breathe in deep. Follow your breath into yourself. And I like, as I shared before, nice to see you, Natalie, and Joshua, and others here. I can't see your names, but find this place, begin to breathe in, real slow. Make yourself in a place of calm. Follow that breath within. And if it helps you, use a sacred word. Get rid of all of your worries. Get rid of all of your cares. They will be there when you're done. They don't need you to think about them right now. Sometimes when you want to meditate, what happens? That stuff will all be there when you're done. This is your time to be at peace. You can come back to that stuff. You don't need to plan anymore. It's time to turn your control mechanism off. You can't control everything, right? Things are going to happen. Now is the time to enter a state of stillness. And one of the things that is very helpful is having a sacred word, like Awen. Focus all your mental energies. Now pretend, since we are talking about water, pretend that you are drowning. What do you do when you drown? If you see a boat far away, you are drowning in the middle of the ocean, what do? Help. You focus all of your energy into that word. Nothing else matters. Not what you're going to have for dinner, not the bills that you have to pay. When you are drowning in the waters, when they are taking you down, you focus all your energy into one word, help, right? Try practicing that with your sacred word that you choose for yourself. Mine is Awen, focusing all of your mental energy into that word. Let's do 3 Awens with our breath, and then we'll go on a little journey into the waters. Awen. 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 Now, I want you to think of a time when you felt refreshment, when you felt renewal, perhaps at a beach, perhaps at a pond, or even a pool. For the first time, you go to this place to relax, to feel refreshment, feel renewal. You go into the waters, you feel peace. All of your cares begin to melt away. You immerse yourself. You go into the waters. You go deep. You hold your breath in. Hold your breath in for a moment. See yourself going into the deep. And now you come out again. You feel refreshed. You feel renewal. You feel like everything is going to be okay. And just sit there in that water for a moment. Begin to float around. Take a little in your hand, look upon it as you're in the waters there. Stare into the water. See your reflection in the water. The water is in you, and you are in the water. The water is comforting you. You're experiencing that. But for so long, you have not seen that comfort coming from a person, a reality. That water is embracing you, and it's continued to embrace you. It's continued to nourish you. It's continued to be a part of your life. And now, you are now seeing that. You are seeing that reality. All right, make your way out of the waters now. Awen. 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 Now, if you can find, sorry about that. If you can find a place of connection for yourself, if you can find something like this, make that a regular meditation with your water. Like I said, not everyone can come out here. Let's see here. My daughter is sending me some messages here. If you don't have this, bring it to you in your home. Put a little sacred, buy yourself some type of sacred vase or bowl, and keep it in your corner for reflection, for filling it with water. Light a candle by it. As I said, you can also get a bird bath in your backyard. Bring a chair out there, make sure the water is appropriate for reflection. There are many ways that you can begin to reflect with the element of water. We always take that for granted, don't we? We don't realize that this is always here. This beauty, this lady here, is always here. And we talked about that yesterday. We talked about the Lady of the Lake and how, many of the ancestors everywhere, these places were alive. And they were all ladies, right? The water is a feminine element. It is one of nurturing. It is one of renewal, of rebirth. In every type of religion, they use this, right? They use this in their rituals. So let me give you a little bit more of the image of the water there. We're going to be going to my tree now. I wanted to begin with that meditation. And we're going to be heading over to my tree where we can watch the sun go down. I'm getting my stuff together here. I got my backpack, and we'll have a conversation we'll continue our conversation about the waters here. I think I have everything here. Making my way into my grove now. I'll give you the optimal version there while I. Nice to see you. Natalie is here, and who is that? Eugenio? I can't see that. But probably was your first time meditating with the element of water. Learn all of the elements. Earth is probably the common one, right? Everyone's been to a place where there are, sacred trees or rocks, Gwendolyn here, she has a river by her. She goes there for meditation. It is not common to see water as something that you can meditate with, that responds to you, that is living, that wants to embrace you. We don't see it that way. But when you begin to embrace the waters, when you begin to see that, when you begin to recognize that embrace, I mean, it's a mutual recognition. It isn't a one-way street. It'll change your whole way of looking at the world that you live in. I got a couple of minutes here to get to where I'm going. As I've said before, my grove is quite big. It's about the size of a professional football stadium. There's all of these trees here in uniformity. Just got a little way to go here, walking with my walking stick here in the middle of the grove. I don't know if it's fuzzy for you. Is that Vixus in there? I can't see yet. Got all the gleam of the light upon my phone here. Here I go. I'm almost there. Just up the bend here. But I hope you're all having a wonderful day. And I really enjoy doing this. If you like being here, if you enjoy what you see, you can touch that thumb on the top of your screen. I would appreciate that. That helps me to make a living doing this. I do this every day. This is a 40-hour-a-week job. Planning out things, broadcasting. You see the birds are there saying hello to you. Let me see. Can you see that little butterfly right there? Usually in the summer, there's lots and lots of butterflies in there. I don't know if you can see that little yellow thing right there flying around. There it is. You see it? I'm trying to follow it. We're trying to follow you, little creature. There you are. Beautiful little yellow butterfly there. Just flying around, having a good old time here. I'm almost there. Just a few more trees here and I'll be at the heart of my grove here. Yes, I hope you're all having a good evening. It is today where I am, it is warm again. It was 80 degrees out where I'm at here in Florida. It's been cold all week long. Oh, there I see my circle of stone over here that's been partially destroyed by a boar. Just around the corner here. There's my tree of meditation. We are coming upon it. And I will get set up here and I'll begin my conversation with all of you, talking about the element of water. Let's see here. See, it's still all messed up looking. Oh, there's my almond tree right there. And here's my tree of meditation. Let me put my walking stick down here and get out my, let's see, give you a good, there's the almond tree. I'll set up my place where I can sit down here and have a conversation with you. And yes, I am wearing my new cloak that my mother had brought to me today. Let's see here. It covers my whole body, unlike my other cloak. It did not. Let me fix my thing right here, going down low, and then we can have a conversation with one another. I like sitting here because the sunlight goes right between the trees behind me, and it's nice to see that. All right, let me see here. All right, here we go. There, just down a little bit more. There we are. All right, it is good to see you. Let me see if I can get caught up with some of the chat here. It's Felix. Good to see you, Felix. I hope you're doing well. Good to have you here. And Night of the Cipher is 60s over there in Titanium. Just the Steely Dan is here. Good to have you here, our friend. Yeah. let's see. Now, this thing here, if you could see it, my mother had this like specially designed. She wanted to put paws for the wild. And in the paws, I don't know if you could see it, there's Celtic design. I don't know if you could see it. You probably see it better tomorrow when I'm broadcasting in the morning, when the lighting is a little bit better. In my room. All right, I got to open up one of these. Yes, the crows are saying hello, if you can hear them in the background there. It's good to see you, Morphin. He's always noisy, always. All right, let's see here. So I hope you enjoyed that meditation that we did. I'm going to keep doing those out here. And eventually we'll make our way through all the elements. We'll get to water, fire, air, all of the elements, all of meditation and all the elements. See, there's the sunlight right between the trees there. It's like Stonehenge, what with trees. That's amazing. You enjoyed yourself there. Yeah, Ian, is that what your name is? You want to go to Florida? Well, it's hot all the damn time, basically. I mean, this is a swamp, and it's quite tame right now. Most of the time, it's terribly hot and humid here. I don't know if I'll be able to wear this in the summertime. That's how bad it gets. It'll turn like, it'll be filled with sweat. The veteran monks have reached Washington. Oh, so the Buddhists they're marching around the United States. Is that what's going on there? Bless Mother Bod. Yeah. She's thinking about making more stuff. She goes, I don't know if I want to, because it took her a long time and a lot of energy to make this. I'm like, Mom, if you want, I have on my YouTube channel, or I can have a store if you want to sell Celtic stuff and druid stuff. She's thinking about doing that in the future, but it took her a lot to make this. 2 weeks basically. Let's get a look. Let's see here, Lewis. Nice to see you, Lewis. And that's a nice change, Falcon. You enjoyed the experience. You're in South Africa. It's a dry and hot, not humid, thank goodness. We have a few people on here from South Africa. It's quite late where you are, right? It's probably about midnight or 1 a.m. right now where you are at over there in South Africa. Yeah, wherever you're at, that is a place where you can connect at the whole world. You are also from South Africa. Look at that. Too bad Sir Flame Drop isn't on here. He is our artisan from South Africa. The clasp and the cloak is really well done here. There was a leather worker who made this. It's not made in China. My mother was like, it takes me a long time to make this stuff. Says, if I was in China, it'd be no problem. This is all handcrafted materials here. You see, it's 12 p.m. there over in South Africa. Thank you for the wonderful meditation. You are welcome. You are welcome. Good to see you. Let's see. No, Washington, D.C. was their destination. They would like to see a day of peaceful mindfulness established. They hope to meet with the president. Yeah, I doubt it, right? But I don't want to get political. It's good that there are people out there of goodwill trying to bring peace in the world, the best way that they can. And that peace, it lasts. It lasts, even though there might be darkness in terms of trying to extinguish the light of hope that peace brings. It remains. You cannot just extinguish it. It remains. Even when things get terrible, there will always be someone that clings on to that hope, that peace, that things will get better. And that should be the purpose of religion, right? To give hope into the world, not to enslave you. Wow, many of us. Yeah, lots of people in South Africa. Yeah, let's see. Hello, Rodzilla. Nice to see you. What an amazing surprise. Your grove is beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, it is quite beautiful. And um, it just gets better throughout the summer. I mean, the cow leech came through here and all the leaves have fallen everywhere. Sticks have fallen off trees. But the wild is returning. Bridget is bringing back the light. Um, Sunset is further out now. Probably what, another hour and a half. The sun will go down around here. Let's see here. Leapfrog genetics, aim daily seeds, holding down the cannabis. Is that a big crop in South Africa? The cannabis? I wouldn't know. I'm not a cannabis expert. Let's see. Jesus is hope for you. Well, wonderful. I'm glad that you have hope in your life. You know, that's important, right? Wherever you get it from, right? There's many, many. Uh, One of the greatest gifts we give to others is hope that, you know, your life is going to be okay. You know, you don't need a deity for that. It's up to the other person whether they want to believe it or not. You know, it, in terms of your experience of life, you know, some of us have had a difficult experience, right? And that difficulty does not last. It will not last. There will come a time when it will end. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. I've been in a lot of dark tunnels. Um, I had a deity tell me once through my wife, who is, she can hear stuff. Um, in the beginning of our marriage, there was a voice that said, "You know what? It's going to seem like everything is going to be wonderful, and then everything's going to get hard. But you'll get through it. Then it will get better again." Um, I mean, I mean that's pretty generalized, right? Because that happened many, many times. I mean, in the first, you know, see, probably the first, I think about the fifth year of our marriage, I lost a son in an accident. You know, he was 6 months old. I felt like I was losing my mind when that happened. It was a terrible experience, you know. But we got through that. I mean, there's always the sadness there, you know. But for the first year, it was a dark time, and we got through that. What really helped was having more of them. You know, immediately after that happened, we had another one. My son Desmond. Um, he was the one that helped bring comfort in that dark time. You know, many things have happened in you know, being a father, in watching some of my children make terrible decisions, you know, and having to deal with that, you know, many dark times in my life that I've experienced, you know, but things have always gotten better. There's always light. And some of that light comes from you. When you have the power of hope, when you exercise it, when you say yes, I mean that does something to you. That does something to your environment when you're able to have that type of hope in your life. Let's see, where am I at here? Um, uh, let's see here. Love is hope. Don't matter where it comes from. Yeah. Yeah. Venerable Bakuhu Panakakaka is hoping to offer a meditation with a Zoom connection for all who want to participate. That's wonderful. I probably said his name wrong, but that's wonderful. Yeah, these people like this Venerable BP, um, there are always people in this world that are trying to spread hope, that are trying to bring light. The problem is that people aren't willing to accept it. For whatever reason, they don't feel like they are worthy. They don't feel like they have built a fortification within themselves where they feel safe, if you understand my meaning, where they just say, everything's always going to be bad. I'm always going to be alone. You hear that a lot from people who have been hurt in relationships. They say, well, I don't ever want to be with anyone. I'm just going to be alone. You don't have to be that way. You have chosen to build a fortification of pain within yourself. You don't have to live that way. Why not take a risk and believe that someone can love you, believe that the world can be better? It takes, I guess you could call that faith, right? You're taking a risk because there's no guarantee that it will, right? You don't have any guarantees. I like living in a life of risk. I don't want to live in despair and just hurry up and get done. That's no way of living. You are worth loving. You are worthy of people investing in your life. You are worthy of the gods giving you good things, whatever God you believe in, whatever deity you have. That deity thinks you're important, or you would have no communication, right? Everyone has some type of communication with deities, right? Um, Everybody's different. Everyone has, their own personal Jesus, as Depeche Mode would say, right? Love is hope. Great farmers and genetics in South Africa, really, really. Let's see here. We are in the era of mega villains. It is a right time to get in touch with yourself and the world around you. Yeah. There are times in the history of humanity when it gets really dark, right? When things get really bad. What happens? We come out of that, right? There's always somebody or something that turns it around, that brings it back to where it should be. Like Krishna, he said he would come back, right? He would come back when the time is right, when the time is needed. Jesus, he said he would return, right, at the end. King Arthur, right, if you believe uh, in the mythology of the return, right? The King Arthur mythology is part of my tradition of druidry. We celebrate Albin Arthur. That is a King Arthur theme. The return of the king, the return of the sun, the return of the light. This is the cycle that we live in the world, right? And every time we go through these cycles of darkness and returning to the light, it gets better here, right? Life gets better. Maybe you have been in a cycle of darkness for a great period of your life, and you have lost faith in the light. You have lost your hope. Well, you're responsible for that. It's time to get it back. It's time to start thinking of life in a different way. As Natalie says, you have to learn to get rooted, right? Your roots need to be down in a place where there's hope, where there's goodness, so you can have your shield up, right, Natalie? So you can live a life of sovereignty, right? Um, yeah, Natalie has a nice channel that she gives nice, happy things about the stars and everything. You are very well. Oh, let's see here. We are all one, and all are needed and loved. Yes, we are. Most people annoy you after about 20 minutes. I'm sorry to hear that. Now, why? Why do they annoy you? Is the question. Uh, it's you. You are the problem. I am the problem. I have chosen to be annoyed. I have chosen to see this other person as a nuisance for whatever reason, right? They're just a person. They're responding in a certain way, being who they are. I am the problem. That is me, right? I am the one that is annoyed, not them. I am the one. that is annoyed. Yeah, you can't expect everyone to be like you, yeah, in this world, right? There's a different way. Some people are a nuisance, right? Uh, but there's a way to deal with that, right? I mean, I don't remain with some of these people that come on here. They're a nuisance. I don't let it bother me. I just respond to them appropriately, right? As some of you quite enjoy when I do that. Serpent, that happens to you a lot. Words you tell yourself will manifest that. Most people don't understand that the words are basically spells in a way. They can be, right? They can be. I remember in Christianity, there's a group in the Pentecostal tradition. They are worried about everything you say all the time. Like you say, I am sick and tired. They think that now you'll become sick and tired, right? Figures of speech and expression. I think what's very important behind your words is intention. Words have the power to shape when they have intention behind them. I think that is you don't even need to use the words. You have the power of your will, right? That is very important. How does someone who is, unable to speak do spell work? How are they able to participate in that? They use their will. They use their mind, right? Words have power when they have intention. The spell work that I do as a bard and weaving a tale, weaving words of inspiration, weaving words of encouragement. You know, for some people, they are just words, right? I mean, you're just talking. Like if you did not know what I was speaking here, there would be just blah, 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 right? But for the right person in the right place, the right time, that spell begins to take root within you. The power of my words. It begins to shape your destiny, right? Some of you have experienced that by our conversations, right? I've said the right thing at the right place, at the right time, that helped you to have a better day or even a better life. That is the Bardic power that has been given unto me, which I've always tried to use to help the world. When I was a Christian, doing homilies and, leading my church in worship through chanting, you know, in the Eastern Church, the whole liturgy is chanted. I used to do that, all that bardic work, preparing me for my final part of my life, practicing druidry, earth-based spirituality. That's a good message. I'm glad you like it, Ryan. Glad to have you here. You will always treasure your reading the Gospels, but I'm getting a great deal out of Buddhism as well. Yeah, and the Buddha would tell you, use everything, right? If the Gospels are helpful, use the Gospels. If the Bhagavad Gita is helpful, use the Bhagavad Gita. And there's all kinds of wonderful wisdom out there in the world that you can find inspiration from. The Bible for me for 30 years was very helpful in finding inspiration when I was a Christian. And now I look to other things to find inspiration. Am I a wizard? No, I practice druidry. I am not a wizard. On my Dungeons and Dragons channel, I'm a wizard. But here, I am just, just a bard. That is all that I am. Put my stick over there so it doesn't fall down and hit me. Hello, Hopper. Let's see here. Gwendolyn is not a wizard either. Look at that. Hi, Harry, you're a wizard, aren't you? Yeah, he's a wizard. I can be a wizard if you want me to be. Come on Friday on my D&D channel. I'll be a wizard for you. Thoth says the same when it talks about using wisdom from whatever spiritual tradition, whatever is helpful. This is in the Hermetic tradition. It says use everything. And people that in a lot of institutional religions, they will tell you not to do that, right? They will say not to do that. They will say that is dangerous, right? We see that in a lot of Christian fundamentalism, the dangers of reading someone else's spiritual words. They'll think you'll get possessed. A lot of fanaticism when it comes to other spiritual traditions, which is quite inappropriate. Let's see here. You're a wizard, Frodo. May the Force beam you up. Yeah, why not? Why not? Yeah. You want me to be a wizard? I can be a wizard for you. Yeah. I can make the sun ray hit you right here. You see it? I like how this is like my Stonehenge right here. The sun beam going between the trees. It's a beautiful thing. I gotta be careful so it doesn't wreck the camera here as I'm trying to communicate. Let's see here. It's like a chart. We are moving up and to the right, but they're up and down, amplification along the way. Certainly. Yeah. Remember to like the stream if you are here. There's a little touchy thing up there. You could touch it. You can receive the power. You can be like He-Man. You have the power of Grayskull by touching that. Or for Frodo, as people are saying here. Every day when you wake up, you have basically won the lottery, more than any money is worth. We should all be grateful regardless of our problems. But I agree, it is very unfair for lots. Yeah. It is unfortunate, right? And we are responsible for that. Every person who chooses to live in despair, you are choosing not to bring hope into this world. By not exercising your responsibility for having hope, someone suffers because of you. That is a fact, a terrible fact that we all struggle. We all have this struggle. We bear the weight of the world on our shoulders, and we don't realize it. We don't want that responsibility. But we are not islands. We are one humanity. We all have a responsibility to bring light into this world. And if you're not doing it, no one's going to do it for you. You have the responsibility. Your mom and dad, your grandparents, the preacher, the monk, the Inman, the guru, the chief of druids, they aren't going to do it for you. One of the things in Christianity, when I was a clergyman, they expected you to do it all, while they go and live however they want to live. I mean, that's so foolish. That's not even Christian, right? You're supposed to be doing the work. No deity is going to do the work for you either. The deity is only there to support, to encourage, to inspire. You are the one living here. This is your world. You have the responsibility to have hope and to bring hope into this world. Even if no one is around you, you have that piece of light that you have brought into this world, and no one can take that away from you. No one can take that out of the world. Remember, we talked about memory. When you go to a place, you bring a memory there. That memory remains. These trees, they have a memory of me. They are changed, and I am changed by them. The water at my spring that we were at, where we began our meditation, that meditation has a memory now with the water. The water is changed. You have a responsibility to change your world. No one is going to do that for you. No deity, no spiritual masters. One of the things that I don't like is the idea of a mystic, and not as a definition. Reading about mystical people, and that is a way to define people who have written about their profound experiences, right? But in that um, classification, you feel separated from that, and that can't be further from the truth. Everything that mystic experiences belongs to you too. You are supposed to be a mystic, and there's no excuses why you are not. You might not be doing it the same way as them. I mean, you might not be living up on a pole somewhere in the middle of a desert, but nevertheless, your domestic partnership with the people around you and your home where you dwell, you are the mystic in that place. You are to be the Holy One or the Guru or whatever. That is what you're supposed to be doing. No one else is going to do that for you. And you're not going to arrive where you say, well, now I can do this. No, you have to do it now. You're not going to arrive one day. Well, you know what? Now I am old and I'll start doing that stuff now. Or, stop making bullshit excuses for why you are not living the life you should be living. We are real good at bullshitting ourselves and making up excuses why we are not spiritual. I'm not spiritual because of this. I'm not spiritual because of that. I'm not, I know I should be doing this, but I'm not doing it. Stop bullshitting yourself. You only have one life. I thought I heard a boar snorting. That'd be fun if I could find one. I could try to bring everyone up to give it a look. They're more afraid. I've learned that they're more afraid of humans. And I could probably navigate around trees if I have to run. This is the time when they start getting active, when the sun's about to go down. The twilight is the time. All right, let's see here. I see people that wake up and choose misery every day. Yeah, misery is a choice. Unless you have a physical disability that's causing you pain, and even in that, you don't have to let your pain define what's going on in here. You can't. I mean, I live in chronic pain. I mean, right now I should be high on marijuana, but I chose to come out here to have this conversation with you. Um, that is something I have to deal with. I don't let it define me. I didn't let it stop me from coming out here and having a conversation with you. Just see, just mad that the wind blows. Yeah, yeah. Words are spells. They can be. They can be. Right. You got to be careful with when you are talking about speaking, because some people get fundamentalist about it. They'll start worrying about everything they say, like when they stub their toe. Oh shit! Or damn it! Now my foot's going to hell. Yeah, you have to be careful not to get fundamental about that, because I believe intention is very important when you are working with words. That the intention, the will, drives the symbol. The symbol is the word. The symbol carries the intention to its destination. Um, let's see. You use music is very powerful. I don't listen to music very much because it makes my mood change a lot. Yeah, I know the feeling. Yeah, I know the feeling, the sensitivity to music. I remember I've been exploring a lot of music once again now that I'm no longer a Christian. I don't have to worry about the devil. Trying to rethink music of my childhood and past that I've forsaken. And I was listening to the Doors, and I wanted to roll up a joint. You know, that was the connection that I had there. Yeah. Let's see here. Intent, yes, intent. Chemistry, nice to see you. No way I'm still doing this, T-Dog. I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my life, sir. As long as you people pay me, I'm going to be here. You stop paying me, I'm going to retire. But as long as you people are providing the financial stability for me to take care of my family, I will do this 40 hours a week until I retire at the age of 75. So think about that. Some of you are building this relationship now, right? It's going to keep getting better, right? We're going to keep getting to know one another. I plan on being here, and for another 26 years. I will be doing this. If you people keep paying me, um, if not, I will retire. If I'm not needed here, I will retire. We've had a really good week. Before I got on, uh, this week so far, it's Tuesday. We have 800 subscribers. My work week starts on Sunday. So since Sunday, we have 800. I mean, I'm assuming we'll have 1,000 by the end of the night. I mean, that is like the best week I've had. Last week, the whole week, I got up to 1,000, just in a few days. You know, Keredwin is really working, isn't she? But it's nice to see you again, T-Doc. Let's see. Maybe that's why the powers that be are killing the use of cursive. No more spelling, no more spells in the worldview. Yeah, cursive was the language of the civil law, civil response. The for the American society, the cursive was the official language, right? You'd have to use it to write your name, sign checks, and respond. Now, that is no longer the case with the digital world that we live in, right? It is a digital language now that we are using for our official. Lots of stuff I have to sign on. When I go to pick up my medication at the pharmacy, they want you to sign for it. I just go. I'm like, why even bother? I just scratch my finger across the screen, and that's illegal. That's legal to do. You can just put an X if you wanted to. You don't have to sign your name, as long as you've responded. Um, that's the. I heard something moving around over there. Hopefully we'll see something. That will be fun. I'm going to stay out here until if people remain, I will stay until the time of the sun going down. And it gets really active out here. And it gets kind of scary when it's dark because you keep hearing stuff moving in the. I got a big lamp that I use that is quite bright to help me scare off the critters that want to eat me up. Let's see here. Good energy on this channel. Good night, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Ryan. Glad that you are here. Let's see here. Scrolling through here. Spells, laws. Is that how you see it? What's your name? Thurman, that been chosen. Is that how you see it? Cool stuff. It's very beautiful here. It certainly is. What are the main expectations from a bard? What is their speciality? That depends on what tradition of bard. Now, I live a bardic life inspired by my ancestors, the Welsh bardic tradition, and theirs was very important in preserving culture. It was required of them intense study and memorization of the tradition in poems and stories. And some of them were musicians, some of them they would do acting, and some were jesters. I mean, the bardic tradition that I belong to, the order of bards, ovites, and druids, the reality of the bard is connected to that as the storyteller, the person who brings inspiration, the person that is one of the foundation for the community. Without the storyteller, without the myth weaver, you are missing that element where you can continue it to the next generation. It's very important. And I take the Bardic life very seriously. Um, my gift in terms of being a bard is, the gift of comedy, the gift of inspiration, of satire. Doing this channel here is a way of sharing my talent uh, as a bard. It is non-traditional in terms of, the Celtic tradition of memorizing all of this stuff. We don't need to do that anymore. But it's important to know a poem. It's important to know stories. And I certainly know poems. I certainly know stories. At the beginning of the program, I share my favorite poem from William Blake, The Voice of the Bard. These are very important realities for preserving culture. So when you think of bard, think of a pillar that the world as you know it is built upon. These are, uh, uh, without the bard, there would be no civilization. Without Homer and Virgil, we would not be where we are today. They were the greatest bards of the ancient world, right? Um, I keep hearing them. They're in the woods. They're in the woods. They're creeping around the boar. They probably hear me talking, and they're trying to avoid coming this way. Let's see here. But nice to see you. What is your name? Mike? Is that what your Mike? I can't see. My glasses don't allow me to see well on the computer. Wizards sing too. I do a little bit of singing. I'm not good at it. I mean, I can chant. I learned to chant in the Christian tradition that I used to belong to. All the time I was chanting. In peace, let us pray to the Lord. Lord, have mercy. All chanting all the time through the services of the Eastern Church. But I'm no longer a part of that. But I love chanting. If some druidic prayers that I found. I remember one I put in my. It's probably lost in the hundreds of things that I put on the channel. I chanted out a druidic prayer that I found. Um, let's see here. It's raining where you are. You absolutely love the rain. Yeah, that's the element of water. The rain renews, the rain refreshes, the rain transforms. This wonderful element of water. Interesting idea, never thought of that in that way before. Yeah. Dance is very beneficial. Yeah, there are some bards that are into dance. I am not a dancer. When I was younger, I went to nightclubs all the time. I loved dancing. I can't do that anymore because I'm old and broken in my bones. But I loved when as soon as I turned 18, I went to nightclubs like a few nights of the week. My favorite was a retro night. I went to this nightclub called Industries in, was it Pontiac, Michigan? I think that's where it's at. Um, they had a retro night. I love dancing. I love dancing. I would as much as I could, but I can't do that anymore. Um, let's see here. The satanic danger of practicing yoga. Oh, did someone say that? I must have missed it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Now, there's a Christian yoga that many people don't know about. It's called Hesychism. It's of the Eastern Orthodox tradition. And they won't say it's yoga, but it is. They do the same exact stuff. They have postures, they have breathing techniques, they use the Jesus prayer for the words that are sacred that they match with their breath. So don't let them fool you. There's Christian yoga. They do the exact same thing that you find, going into a state, turning off the mind and enter a state of what they call hesychia. It's a state of inner peace where you allow the deity to communicate with you. The idea of entering hesychia is what means stillness. The psalmist said, "Be still and know that I am Lord." That's what they get it from. You shut off the world and you enter a state of stillness, and that's where you allow the deity to communicate with you. And the understanding in Hesychism, as long as you're creating ideas about God, it is not God. God is infinite. So you create a place through your breath work, through your posture, a place of hesychia of body, hesychia of mind, where you allow the deity to come to you, to reveal itself to you by emptying yourself of everything that is not of the deity. Uh, let's see here. Yeah, double tap that screen. If you like being here, go give that to Touchy, that little thing right there. Hash Brown Dave, nice to see you. Nature, a teacher of acceptance. Yeah. Nature accepts you as you are, right? And it's good to return the favor, right? My swamp, I accept it as it is. It's a wild place that I have to carry weapons to. But it is my swamp. It is where I meet with the divine. Let's see. Deities aid, they won't do it for you. You always roll your eyes when someone wants to go to one with the lottery or something. It doesn't work that way. Yeah. Now, if you're honest, you've all done that, right? Oh, please let me win the Powerball tonight. Please let me win it. Yeah, we've all done that, right? We've all said, well, you know, if I win the Powerball, I will give out all of this money away, right? We get in that trap, right? And the deity is like, I don't give a shit about your lotto numbers, you know. Good to see you, Sir Flame Drop. We had about 3 people on here from South Africa earlier that were on here. I don't know if they're still on here because it's quite late over there, right? It's midnight, after midnight over there where you are at. Let's see. Absolutely universe mind. Only reason why, because Christian was because of intrusive, unwanted thoughts and prayers were helping in the beginning. But ultimately, I found out that basic meditation is a better job. Yeah. When you are meditating, you're not getting in the way. You are opening the door for communication. As long as you're talking, the deity cannot respond, right? And sometimes people are like that with their prayers. Yippity yip 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 yippity yip yip yip. You try to control the deity through your prayers. Oh, yeah. You need to learn to shut up. You need to learn to sit down and let the deity talk to you. As long as you're talking all the time. I mean, that's a one-way relationship. Meditation is essential for spirituality. There's nothing wrong with conversation with the deity, prayers, right? But that's all you're doing. You are incomplete. You need meditation. It is essential. Let's see here. We cannot passively love humanity. That's right. That's right. Powerful. Sir Kenwood, nice to see you. Can spirituality be a form of dopamine chasing? Yes. You can get certainly hooked on religion. You can get hooked on transcendence. You have chemical responses to religion. You have chemical response to meditation. Yeah, I could, if I want, I could work myself up in my own high, you know, by breathing a certain way. I could certainly do that. And it wouldn't have to have anything to do with a deity. I mean, I can jerk off too if I wanted to, right? Um, I mean, spiritual gooning is what I call it. You know, it's inappropriate to do that. You know, your body is designed to respond, right, to another person. Like your private parts, they're not made for you to pleasure yourself with. Your private parts are meant to love another person with, right? Your body is designed to love another person with. Now, you don't have to do that. You can go and spiritual goon if you want, but you are meant for that encounter. right? So there are people that's what they do. They teach you how to access DMT in your head and everything by doing a breathing. It's like gooning. It's to me, it's no different. Your body is created, or not created, but um, it is presented in this world for person to person response, right? We respond to other people. It causes a chemical reaction, right? Uh, this is the same thing with divinity. You are designed, or your body, its state of evolution to where it is at in this experience is one of response. You know, let's see. Prayer does work, yeah. Let's see. I'm not sure. I agree with misery being a choice. Yeah, who said that? I didn't say that. I said sometimes it is a choice. Sometimes you can't help your experience. Um, you can't help your brain chemistry. Yeah, that's not what I said. Sometimes we choose misery when we don't take responsibility when it is given onto us. When we don't take responsibility for the way that we think about the world. PTSD is an example, right? You can't help that, right? It's not a joke, and it has the capacity of sabotaging even the most stable appearing person. Yeah, that is a real dread of it. Yeah, yeah. You can't help, the things that have hurt your brain chemistry. But there's a lot of other things in the world that you can help. And one of the things that I meet in a lot of people that are feeling like shit all the time, they don't feel like they are loved, is because they're choosing to feel that way when they don't have to. Many people are like that. And I'm not talking about people that you're referring to. Many people don't want to take responsibility for their emotional status. It's easy to go with the flow. Um, and people with post traumatic stress disorder, with that, you can be healed. There's healing for people. There's psychology. There's treatments to allow you to do that work of responsibility. You know, instead of staying miserable, right? Spirituality is usually deeper than that. You let's see here. We got somebody on here being crazy. Let's see. No one is doomed. No. Druids are fun. Thank you. Are you eating our fish and cabbage soup there? Willow and Phil? Oh, wonderful. They aren't sad or depressed. They are mad at everything. Yeah. Intuitive, unwanted thoughts. So you reject God pulling you to Jesus. Meditation is a pagan spiritual practice. Prove it. Can you prove that it is a pagan? Uh, Meditate on thy word day and night, said King David. You are saying meditation is a pagan practice. You are deceived, sir. Meditation is a very Christian practice. It's a universal practice. Is fasting pagan too? Lots of pagans fast, and Buddhists and Hindus, Muslims. You're saying you shouldn't fast either then because they're doing it. You are foolish, sir. You are very foolish. You need to grow up. Yep, you're eating the cabbage soup. The Cathars were right. Yeah, they were. They certainly were. Too bad they got wiped out, right? Got wiped out by the crazy Christians. Meditation is a practice even by people who do not subscribe to any religion. Yeah. Yeah, just sitting down and being at peace with the world, right? You don't need any religion for that. The world responds back to you. The world is living. Now, you might not acknowledge the world around you, but it acknowledges you. It is there responding to you. Jesus meditated, yeah. The lights are going down here. Let's see what time it is here. Let's see here. Bard is back. Good to see you. Mordecai, our Roman Catholic fundamentalist friend. Do you have a master's degree in something? In theology, yeah. I got it from Franciscan University of Steubenville. You probably know that, right? Because you're a fundamentalist. A lot of fundamentalist Roman Catholics go there, right? That's like the king of Roman, of all the schools in the United States, Franciscan University and Ave Maria, where my son's going, they are the most fundamentalist in terms of Catholicism. Let's see here. Blessed be. Yeah. Good to see you. Yeah, the lights are going down. Your feelings are hurt. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You love cabbages. Good for you. Good for you. As for meditation, as commonly understood, it is usually derived from Eastern spiritual principles. Bullshit. That's bullshit. Every civilization in the world has had people that have meditated. You are just new. You know what? Protestant Christianity has been around for 500 years, and they're going to dictate to the world what kind of prayers are appropriate. Give us a damn break. Um, let's see here. Eve, let's see. You love dancing as well. I don't meditate on the Bible, but I meditate on concepts I need to learn. Yeah, this now when it comes to meditation, there's all kinds of forms, right? There's all kinds of forms. Let's see. Meditation is Catholicism uses the rosary for prayer. It can be a meditation. The rosary, yeah. My family, we used to pray the rosary all the time. We don't do that anymore because we're heathens. But that was our evening prayer. You sit on a chair and connect your prayer to your breath. Hasakia just means stillness. How is that yoga? This guy's making things up. I taught Hesychism for many years, sir. The idea of the meditation of the Jesus prayer with your breath is a well-documented thing in the book, the volumes of what is called the Philokalia, which is the love of the beautiful. You're just being a dumbass. You don't know anything of what you're talking about. You're just all excited here because you've been threatened. You don't have to be here. Cloud of Annoying, yeah, that is a good book about meditation. About the cloud of the annoying teaches you this reality that this cannot comprehend the divine. So the cloud of unknowing teaches you to don't even try it. Enter a state of unknowing. And the approach to divinity is a longing that you have, to focus on that longing, that desire. That is how you can connect to the divine is not through intellectual capacity, but by love. Love is the thing you can feel and experience, and a genuine experience of the divine. You can't like say, oh, yes, you are God. This is limited, but the power of love has no limit. That's what you'll learn in the Cloud of Annoying. It's a wonderful classical text of Western spirituality. Can we talk about excellent framing of the video and lighting here? This is excellent. You like it? Yeah, the sun is just about to go down. I got to get packed up in a few minutes here because it's going to get really dark. You don't want to be here in the dark. I don't want to get eaten by a bear. Let's see here. You drank some puddle water today. Good for you. Time for prayer. Let's see here. Sorry for just. Hey, Father, I'm here, but I'm in a clinic. I'm sorry to hear that, Raven. I'm sorry to hear that you are in the clinic. You're enjoying the stream while you're in the clinic. I hope you get better. I know that you've been suffering in your life, and I'm glad that I've been here to give you encouragement. Our good friend down there, and you're having shepherd's pie. Look at you. Let's see. I think it's a little bit of everything. Most situations, suffering, as much as we do is a choice, we could actually be suffering a bit less. Yeah. Nice to see you, Julie. Good to have you here. You are a nature boy? Yeah, I practice earth based spirituality. And with that, I'm going to get packed up here. Let's turn you around here while I get my cloak off and get all packed up here. Let's see if I can give you what's left of the sun. It's just went down there. You can see everything's turning gold back there. The golden sun. Get everything together here, getting ready for my walk back. I'm really happy I was able to share the meditation on the element of water. That was a lot of fun for me to do for everyone. I really enjoy it. Sharing these meditations with everyone here. Let's see here. Thought I would have a little bit more time out here, but that sun's going down, and all the critters are coming out. Eventually, it's going to be a whole school of wild boar. Every night, they usually walk through right in that area right there. But because I'm being so loud in my conversations, I doubt they will make an appearance here. Like, we're not getting around the human tonight. He is being too noisy. I got leaves all over me. Lots of leaves down here. You can hear the hawk there saying hello to all of you. Lots of hawk are here in this grove, and crow, amongst other birds that are here. Yeah, we hear you. You're whining. It's the evening time. You're having your evening meal here. All kinds of creatures for you. Field mice. You're eating all of the critters here. We know, Mr. Hawk. It's always fun to watch them play in the grove here. All right, got my backpack on. Let's see here. Oh, got my walking stick. Make sure I got my wallet, got my keys. Where's my glasses? Oh, there they are. All right. Now I can begin there's my, let's see here. All right. There's my bunny. You see her? There's my bunny. It looks just like my little bunny at home. You've all seen my rabbits, right? It looks just like her. Let me adjust my stick here. Caledwin loves you, yes. Someone needs the love of Caledwin. Oh, Mocha, the whiny bitch, is on here. Always bitching about his religion every day. Spirit warrior. Some of you remember him as Mocha when YouTube started changing the names. You probably remember. He comes on here, he threatens to fight me and everything because I contradict his religion. He's a real sick individual. What is wrong with my... There it goes. There we go. All right. We're all set up here. Got staff in one hand, marching my way out of this beautiful place here. I'm going to go over here and walk right outside the border of my grove here and look at the beautiful the sunset here. It's quite elegant here, looking at it between the trees here. Beautiful, beautiful. There's nothing in the Bible that points to Jesus killing his Father, his God, and taking over the throne of heaven. Oh my goodness. What kind of people are in the chat? My goodness. You don't care what you guys say. Jesus is our Lord. Yeah, I don't care either. Jesus can be your Lord. I don't have a problem with Jesus. Yeah, you do you. You do you. I don't care. None of these people you will ever meet in real life. No one cares how you want to do your Christianity. You do it your way. We are doing it our way. We're just not interested in your religion. Yeah, it is beautiful watching it's all turning to gold here. The golden dawn, or the golden dusk. Oh, almost stepped in a pile of turds here. Lots of turds over here because this is like the highway. for the boar right here. You can see here, look at this. This is what separates my grove here from the wild. Some of you have seen it already. I wanted to show you this too. You see these right here? These cactus? These are all over. I gotta be careful where I step. These little tiny cactuses, they're a pain in the ass when they get in your feet. Oh, the magic has, yeah, he's doing all kinds of magic against us. Oh my goodness here. I'm gonna try to whisper to see if we get any creatures. That would be beautiful. See if any creatures will creep up on us. Because this is the time when they're really active. But I've probably been too loud for them. So we'll probably miss out on them. Bye-bye, sun. You're going down. The sun is going down. Oh, what is he doing here? He's activating his power. I can't do any, if he's trying to do an exorcism on me, I can't do one out here, unfortunately. I'm just not equipped for exorcisms out in my grove. Oh my goodness here. I just don't understand these people. Why they have to do this every day. I mean, I'm happy that I'm no longer a Christian fundamentalist. If the internet was around like this when I was starting out in Christian fundamentalism, I'd probably be just as wild and terrible. I mean, these people are terrible, right? You shall not pass here. We have put, look at, there it is. You shall not pass there, Christian fundamentalist. The rabbit is stopping you. Mrs. Bunny, she is stopping you. Yeah, I just scared all the boar away. They're like, damn it. All right, let me switch back here. Walking along with you here in the wilderness of the swamp. Spiritual entertainment in the most natural environment for your entertainment privilege. Every day, every day. Now, I probably won't be getting out here every night, right? Just probably a few nights a week. When it starts getting really warm, maybe once a week, because it'll probably be difficult with all the humidity to do anything out here. I mean, I'll look terrible. I'll have like sweat drenched down on my face, unless it's real early in the morning. That's always fun here in Florida. It gets really, really hot, but the mornings are real nice. You get the nice cool dew on everything. Gets down in like 70 degrees, and then it just shoots back up to 100. The bun who howls in the moon. Yeah, blessed bunny. We are here to speed up the exorcism. Yes, you're taking care of it for me. All of you are getting responding to the powers of the Christian fundamentalist. What is the temperature right now? It's probably 69 degrees. It got to 80 degrees today where I am. The summer has returned. The light has returned. It's probably going to be 50 degrees tonight. It's like it's air conditioner during the day, heater at night. That's how it is here in the wintertime in Florida. But I probably will have another cold spell here. It always happens like this. It gets hot and then it gets really cold in the wintertime. Oh, look at these little piggy feet. I got to show you the little piggy feet. There they are. You see them? Look at the little piggy feet. There's a baby boar here. Little piggy feet right there. Here, this little piggy went to the market. Oh, yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna try. I'm trying to be quiet, but I'm probably too loud for any creature to be able to approach. But if I see something, I'll run up to it and try to maneuver around trees and stuff so I don't get a boar tusk up my ass. It's no fun. Very sharp, very sharp. What? There's no frost? No, none at all. Bard's tracking ability is plus 25. Yeah. Got a little ranger in there. Yeah, no frost here. Florida has returned to what it is supposed to be. And just the other day, I'm chipping off You know, the turning up my heater on my automobile to get off of the ice off of my windshield. Now it is no problem. This is the way of people who live by the equator here. We don't. It's always something. Oh, it is beautiful out here. The nice and cool. It's probably, yeah. I feel like it just dropped another degree. It's probably going to keep dropping rapidly now that the sun has gone down, back down to 50 degrees. Oh, this is such a beautiful place. Let's see. It looks like it's from a video. It's sand. Are you talking about the sand? Yeah, white sand. This is what this is. All of this here. All of this white sands here. There you have it. All of the white sand here that you're looking at. That's what you have here where I am. Oh, I heard something over there. White sand. We're going to go say goodbye to the spring that we did our meditation at. It's a beautiful little spring. I was so grateful, you know, in finding this place, just to have a spring in the middle. I mean, what an awesome find, right? You have this place with all the oak trees and all the beauty, and then you get a bonus spring to have. You know, there it is. You see it? Now, in the summertime, the water was all the way up to here. For whatever reason. I mean, I'm not a scientist. I don't know where the water is going. It is gone. I mean, there's not been much evaporation. Good to see you, Jenny. Nice to see you. Bearded lady, nice to have you here. Good to have you here again. We thank you, element of water, for the blessings that you have brought today to our community. Please continue to refresh us, to renew us, and to give us peace. Awen. 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 There we go. We have thanked the waters. The gateway to Anovin, right here. I can go and be with my ancestors over there. They have their gateway to Anovin. Mine is right here. Right here. This is where I go to reflect upon. Nice to see you, Geode Rocks. Good to see you. Good to have you here. For your spiritual entertainment privilege, working my way out of my grove here as the evening approaches. I don't want to get eaten by bears. There are bears, there are not mountain lion, no, not mountain lion. They are panthers. Panthers is what they call the Florida panther. It's more like kind of looks like a jaguar a little bit. But they're not the darker version. They're some type of wildcat. We have those here. What else is here? The boar, of course. Whatever other creatures here inhabit this place, I don't know. There's always something that wants to eat you, right? When you're in the woods. Oh, beautiful place here. Yeah, I'm very grateful that I'm able to take all of you here with me to do these meditations. I'll probably put that one up that I did on my. I'll cut it out and put it in my video section if anyone wants to look at it again later. The meditation with the water, the element of water that we did earlier. Let's see here. How cool would it be one day Bard finds a sword? Well, wouldn't that be fun? Finds a sword in that spring, yeah, like Excalibur, right? To see a hand come out, put my live streamed hand coming out of the water throwing a sword at me, that would be wonderful. You've been there once. Let's see here. Your dad is from Lincoln, in the wonderful land of Night of Cipher there in Omaha. Oh, I hear the bugs coming out. They're making their chirping noises. Oh my. Let's see. The squirrels are making their noises. They're whining. The whining squirrel noise. Let's see. Making my way out with my trusted bunny walking stick. It's quite peaceful out here. Quite peaceful as I'm working my way out. Beautiful evening right now. I don't know where you are at in the world, but this is like the perfect weather to sit out on your porch. I mean, it's quite beautiful watching the sun go down. Yeah, the place where I was sitting is like the perfect lighting. You have the sun going between the trees. It's like my version of Stonehenge, with that light display coming through the trees as it was. Oh my. It's a beautiful place. Look at that tree over there. That's a beautiful tree. You see it? Look at that one. It's all of its leaves have fallen off, but it's quite beautiful. Quite beautiful. Let's see. Beautiful place here. Goodbye, my grove. Is everything like? Is the connection good where I'm at? Usually it gets a little blurry when I'm walking out. And it's been like that a few times because the signal here is not the best out here in the wilderness, as you would expect, right? Yeah, there goes the sun. The last of the light is dissipating as I'm making my way out here. Now, if you have enjoyed this, like and subscribe. If you've been here watching, go up and give that thing a touchy on the top. Share it with your friends. Say, look, this channel here, this guy talks about earth-based spirituality. He's also a comedian. He makes me laugh. He knows how to deal with the fundamentalists. We have a good time. We have a wonderful community. If you're interested in joining our Discord channel, wonderful community on there of all kinds of people from different experiences, different religions, all together in one place, having a good time. Where else do you find that, right? It's hard. People have a hard time getting along with religion, right? How often do you find a place where you have all of these people of different backgrounds, having conversation with one another? It's very rare. I've never experienced anything like that. I've been in a lot of different experiences. I've never been a place where you have all of these different people, atheists, monotheists, pagans together, having conversation with one another. I've never been in something like. Have you ever been in something like that? I mean, this is like the first time, that I've experienced something like that. Let's see here. Yeah, just a little bit of light left. The trees were hiding it from me. Oh, there it is, the beauty of the swamp. Yeah, people come through here, they walk all the time with their dogs and horses, enjoying the scenery. Now, they don't come here at nighttime because this place closes like an hour after the sun sets, and for good reason. You don't know what will come out of the woods and eat you up. I mean, you have no guarantee what's out there. Let's see here. Where am I at in the chat? Melly. Nice to see you, Melly. Good to have you here. You're having a storm right there, Geode. You're having a storm. And Big Bird is here. Nice to see you, Big Bird. And Blake. Everyone's coming on late at night. Something about leafless trees that always are eye art. Yes, certainly. Let's see here. It's pretty crispy right now. It's very clear, Father Bard. Okay, good. I'm glad it's crystal clear. Yeah, remember to like to sing. Thank you, Father Bard. You are awesome. Thank you, Melly. Melly is our expert herbalist here. Remember to eat a sandwich and steal copper from building sites. Oh, that's all. If there's any around. Let's see here. I love your grove. So amazing. You're welcome. Yeah. For my friends in the past, you don't have to call me deacon anymore if you don't want to. If you're comfortable, like some of my old Christian friends, they still call me Father Deacon because that's what they're supposed to do. But you can just call me Bard. That's what I am. That is my life vocation. But whatever you're comfortable with, some of you know my first name. You call me my first name, and that's good too. Whatever you're comfortable with. Let's see. Are there mosquitoes? Not right now. There's no mosquitoes. What happens in the flies are the real nuisance out here. The state, they drop chemicals to take care of a lot of the mosquitoes around here. There's nothing I can do about that. I don't like chemicals. I would prefer that they wouldn't do that. I mean, because you're just, you're poisoning the well, basically, with the chemicals. What are you carrying? Yes, I have a 9mm Glock 9 in my pocket, but I don't show it on the YouTube because it would be inappropriate. But I only have it for protection. I mean, I might run into some Christian fundamentalists out here that have threatened my life on YouTube, or a bear. I don't know which would be worse, the bear or the Christian fundamentalist. I don't know. But yeah, I do have, always carry protection, Make sure you have that ring in your wallet as well. You never know when you'll need it, right? I am strapped. Yes, I am strapped. The Episcopal Church used to attend, used to have Buddhist meditation before the service. A new priest stopped it, but it was well attended. Oh, well, I like Father Bard just out of respect. Yeah, you can do whatever you want, whatever you're comfortable with. It's really my stage presentation, right? My stage name. Bard put some pieces of Wales in Discord for you. Yes, I saw the symbols of the I glanced through earlier. Very beautiful. Very decent of you. Yeah. You're going on a hike. Let's see. Deacon, good to see you outside. What is your name? Homeboy. Yeah, good to see you. You like Father Bard out of respect to you? Yeah. Well, whatever he's comfortable with. Yeah. Yeah. Some of my, my old church people, as I said, they still call me Father Deacon. Yeah. And that's okay too. Whatever people are comfortable with, you're the one that your happiness is important to me. I'm an entertainer. That's what I am. It's all stage presentation. That's all it is. I'm here to bring encouragement and enlightenment in the world for all of you. Let's see here. Oh, it's starting to get dark here. I never had darkness and streaming at the same time. I probably got about maybe 25 minutes of light. I'm guessing. Didn't anticipate that. I was having such a good time out here with all of you. We're having a good time. There we are. Got the light in the background here as we're working our way out. That would be nice if we could see the stars and the moon, but we'll probably be out of here before then. And I plan on being back in the morning around, 8:30 or 9 Eastern Standard Time in the morning for your morning show, your morning spiritual entertainment. Let's see. We see you with deep spiritual gifts and experiences. I can certainly say we want to get you your call name right. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the best way that you want to love me. I appreciate that. Whatever the joy that I brought in your life, that brings me joy, knowing that you have found joy in what I do here. Oh man, let's see here. It's getting darker here. There's been a few nights where I've stayed a little bit too long, and I've had to walk out with my weapon in hand. because I heard all kinds of noises and scary stuff. I've had to, I had my weapon in hand, as you never know. Oh, that bear just waiting in the woods there to bite your leg off or something. But we haven't heard much of that. That doesn't really happen around here a lot. You're probably more likely to get bitten by a spider than a bear when you come out to the swamp out here. I've never heard of bears attacking people in this area. As I've shared, I've saw one. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure if it was a boar because it was quite large, but it looked like a bear to me. The ranger came by. I told him about it. He's like, we haven't seen those out here in forever. Bears. Oh, coming into a dark zone here where the trees are quite tall and the lights being snuffed out. Let's see here. Does anyone know the time right now, Eastern Standard Time? I can't see the clock on my phone here. And I can't bring it down because I got my arms filled right here. Purple is your favorite color. Best color. Let's see here. It's let's see, 6:26. Okay, so I'm making good time right now. Are you on your way to Mordor? Yes, I am. I got Frodo here with me. He's a terrible lover. I'm going to throw him in the volcano. He's a terrible lover. You hear him? You hear the birds? We hear you. And the squirrels, they're getting really crazy over here. Hopefully we can meet an owl. There's an owl out here that we have seen. It's as big as my 11-year-old. I mean, it's a massive creature. I saw it fly over me one night. I'm like, wow, that is a huge, and it's just hearing the owl and its call. I mean, it's quite powerful when you hear an owl that size begin to do its hooting. I mean, I wish I had a couple of Tootsie Pops with me and to try to cozy up to it. You had a spirit guide at night. You see that? You're not wrong. I see the purple too. Where's the purple? You see purple on here? I don't see any purple. Are you talking about my aura? Or it might be the sunset too? You should get an app that's bird songs. Oh, that would be fun. Let's see here. It's very rich tonight. Starboy is here. Nice to see you, Starboy. If the wild boar charges you, start to yodel. Does that work? Oh, that would be scary. Yeah, your aura. You're talking about. Yeah. It gets like, if I'm high, it turns green. But when I'm like in a spiritual discourse, it's usually purple, right? That's what Natalie has told me. Usually my default aura is a green. It's good luck to see an owl. Oh, I must be very lucky. I must be very lucky. Oh, it's getting dark. There's things moving. There's things moving in the woods. It's getting all kinds of noises happening here. The bugs are coming out. You can hear it in the background. Everyone's chirping. Oh my goodness. I might be looking for Bigfoot. Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing a Bigfoot. I wouldn't run. We've talked about this before. Too many people when they go to meet the Bigfoot, they run away. Why? I know that you're scared, but when you run away, then what happens? You want to go find it again, and you never find it again. You hunt the rest of your life. You missed your opportunity. Has there been any Bigfoot assaults? No, there has not. Every time they throw those damn rocks at people, they always miss. You think they're that dumb? They're throwing the rocks, right? If they wanted to get you, if the Bigfoot wanted to get you, it would get you. You don't have to be afraid of it. It's probably just a little disgruntled. That's all. So next time you see a Bigfoot, don't run. There's Bigfoot in British Columbia. Yeah. Let's see. Owl is your first totem, the totem. Oh, I hear something moving over there. You can hear all the critters coming out. Oh my goodness, here. It's getting scary. But there is Bigfoot love, yeah. Maybe the Bigfoot wants to breed with you. Maybe that would be a new experience for you, making love to a Bigfoot. You know, why not? I mean, you only live once. Why not give it a try? Let's see, where are we? Yes, I hear you, squirrel. It's the disgruntled squirrels out here. They're always bitching. Yes, we hear you. You hear them? They're making that squeaky noise. Like, you don't have enough nuts. Well, it's not my problem. I'm just a visitor here. I'm not responsible for your nuts. That's the tree's problem, not mine. I'm only here as a guest. It's not my problem that you have a nut shortage out here. Blame the boars. They're always digging them up every time the trees drop them and messing up my grove. Let's see, it's getting dark. Let me turn this around. Oh, let's see here. Oh, there's the last of the sun climbing up over the horizon here. Oh, let's see here. YouTube says my comment was invalid argument. Oh my goodness. What did YouTube is correcting you? It's weird. Sometimes it'll censor you, right? Yetis are scary. Yeah, they can be. They can be. Have you seen a Yeti? Have any of you seen the Bigfoot before? You know, do they have a Bigfoot in South Africa, Sir Flame Drop? Oh, yeah, very strange, yeah. Bigfoot has been in Oklahoma and Arizona. Interesting. That's a new noise over there. What's going on over there? Strange noises taking place as we're walking out here. Everything's coming active. Everything's coming to life. Twilight, that energy is so powerful. You think it was the name you used? Gather around the cauldron. Oh, really? Maybe they think it's like a sex toy or something. A cauldron. Like, oh shit, what are they teaching on here? We're going to censor them. Let's see. No Bigfoot here. We have elephants though, and they're pretty big, yeah. I am here. What did you miss? Well, whatever you missed, you can watch again, right? We are getting towards the end. I'm walking out of my grove. Brainless One, nice to see you. We started out with a meditation with the element of water. And when I get home, I'm going to cut that out of the stream and make a video of it for people to enjoy. Yeah, that's been the theme this week. We've talked a lot about the element of water. We talked about how my ancestors would name places where water is, wells, rivers, and other places. Yeah, you're welcome, Ray, in this one. We just code. It is male for some reason. Interesting. What do you guys think about Epstein? Not interested, is what I think about it. I don't like talking about perverts or politics. Your psychiatrist is coming around for a cup of tea? Oh, shit. Your favorites are the sirens. Oh, man. What a beautiful mythology, right? You have these ladies on an island calling out like those squirrels right now. The voice of the siren. You can't resist it. And then you sail your boat to it. You're like mad in love with these beings. And then you crash your boat and die. Unless you're like, was it Ulysses? Odysseus? I can't remember. They put the wax in their ear. And they were able to, his crew tied him up to the mast so he couldn't go mad and run into the water. they tied him up to it, and they drove by the sirens. They all put wax in their ears. It was Odysseus. Okay. And that was a beautiful story, right? Yeah, there's something you think about when you're out in the element of water, that there's a nature to it that is also very destructive, very chaotic, the element of water. But it's not a destruction that is a finality, but of renewal, of transformation, right? That's the story of the siren, right? That chaotic element of the waters. Yeah. After the Trojan War, yeah. In the Odyssey, yeah. You know, there's more paperwork about the Odyssey in the historical world. More evidence for that around the world. Why aren't people believing that as everything in there is true? You know, we talked about that the other day with that one guy. He's like, you know, there's all of this historical evidence for the Bible, all of these written testimonies. Well, so with Odysseus, I mean, it's one of the most ancient tales in the world. Why don't we believe in that? Yeah, it's like Circe's tale. Circe's tale. She was on the island. Was she the one that she was the witch? Was she the witch that turned people into pigs and shit? Oh, I hear crackling in the woods. Something big's over there. You're getting sleep. Go take a nap so you can watch our show in the morning. Or finish up your jewelry for your lady. You are still making your jewelry for her. Your Slavic lore, the Rostella are the women who drowned in the river. Yeah. We love our goddess. We do. Yeah. Yeah. She was the witch. Yeah. Okay. She was the witch. Yeah. All right. Jesus just turned demons into swine or pigs. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's some creature over there. I tried to get it on there. Huge hawk just flew over my head. Now, the understanding of the pigs is a reproduction of the tale in Joshua, where Joshua was commanded to send the giants into the sea. So the understanding in the Hebrew tradition is that demons were the disembodied spirits of the giants. So what does Jesus do when he's going out conquering the territory outside of the Holy Land? He sends the spirits of the Nephilim into the ocean. That is the mythology behind it. Most people don't get that, right? They don't understand the mythology of the giant. Demons for the people, Second Temple period, they were the disembodied spirits of giants. They weren't devils that have fallen down from the sky. Is this in Scotland? I wish. Scotland's a beautiful place, right? This is in Florida, yeah. The mystical land of Florida, right? I mean, there's a beauty here. There's a history that I'm just getting familiar with. Apparently, Iceland has a strong history of sorcery and necrophilia. Yeah, we know all about it. We have one of our friends on here. She talks to us about, she's a Nordic witch, and she tells us about Iceland and its strange practices that they have there. Oh, just a little, I'm just coming out of here just in time. It's getting really, really dark. Oh, man. The darkness, it is scary. I'm quite illuminated with the phone. It's keeping me, keeping the brightness upon me. As I'm walking out here and trying to have this conversation with you. I want to keep it the other way, just in case a creature pops up so you can see it. There's something over there. Oh, there's the first star of the evening. I don't know if you could see it. The stars are coming out. I hear you over there, creature. I don't know what you are. Are you Bigfoot? This is your last chance to get on my live stream so people can believe that you're real. They'll say, we saw it on the live stream, Bigfoot. Yeah, good night, Sir Flame Drop. We'll see you tomorrow. She is lovely, yes. And good evening to you. What is your name there? The Thema Chill. Good to have you here. Coming in at the end of the show here as we're working out away in the darkness of the grove here. It's getting really dark. Really dark. But we're almost at the end here. We're working our way to the road, talking about life, talking about the element of water, having this wonderful conversation that we always have with one another here. Oh, what is that? Something's banging on a tree over there. Good to see you, B. Da Baba. Good to have you here. You're from Colorado? I hope you get some snow in Colorado, yeah. Floating happily, yes. I don't know if you heard that. It sounded like something hit the tree over there, like Bigfoot. They like hitting the trees out here. Maybe I should go whack a tree with my my walking stick. See if I piss it off. Water, both healing and dangerous. Yeah, it certainly is, right? It gives life and death. The chaos of the mother, right? Life-giving, life-taking. Let's see. Take care of yourself, Roku. Take care. The Bigfoot bangs on trees. Yeah, that is the communication that they're known to do. Is you'll have Bigfoot hunters. They'll take their sticks and start banging trees to say hello to the Bigfoots. I think it's a mating call. It's like a booty call. You hit the tree. Any other Bigfoot ladies out there? You start banging on the tree. Let's see here. It's raining sideways where you are, geoid. Oh my. We have a snow surplus in New York. Lots of snow. Oh, we're making our way out here. Out of the beautiful swamp. All the tall trees. The stars are coming out. As you could see the star there. There's a star over there twinkling away. What is that? Is that a planet? That's got to be a planet. It's not twinkling. That is twinkling. That's got to, or is that a damn airplane? I can't tell. I can't tell. My glasses aren't the best. Yeah, it's been a beautiful evening with all of you. Beautiful evening. Hopefully one day we can get together in real time, in the real world, and touch the grass. That would be fun to do. Have a annual 10-year anniversary. Fly people in from around the world and have a good time together. That would be a lot of fun. Maybe that's a plan for the future. If I ever make a lot of money on here, you never know. I mean, you never know what will happen, right? We're doing quite well so far. It's been a year. We're still around, right? Dance around a maypole. Oh yeah, that would be fun to do. Get real intoxicated on life and adrenaline and run around the maypole. That would be fun to do. Maybe I need to erect one in my backyard for my kids to run around it. That's a beautiful tradition, the maypole. A lot of people think it's like you're dancing around a penis and stuff. I mean, the maypole can have many different meanings. It can be the axis mundi, the center of the world. It can be a symbol of life, of fertility. It can also just be having a good time. Many people have given it all kinds of ideas about it, right? Just like the Christmas tree. It's like you have a wooden dildo in your front yard if you're a Christian fundamentalist, right? They think the Christmas trees are of the devil. Let's see. You dance around a forest fire this summer? Oh, that's great. That's great. looking over the last bit of the swamp here. It's quite a walk. It takes me about 25 minutes. 10 minutes by my automobile and 25-minute walk to get into my grove. Yeah, I'm going to go home and take my gummy and begin to have a conclusion to my evening and enjoy the rest of the evening here. Your local druid seed has maybe a dance for Beltane. Look at that. You have a seed group that you go and hang out with the people there. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. It's getting dark. Yeah, it is. What is a maypole? A maypole is a tradition that began in the United Kingdom, or some say it also is in the Germanic traditions, where you have a bunch of young people either getting drunk or running around the maypole. It's a symbol of fertility and endurance. Who can keep going? They have all kinds of prizes and stuff for the person. It has various meanings. Other people in the group here probably have better ideas about it. I've never experienced a maypole personally, but I've had friends that have talked about their experience of it. I was taught that maypoles were the devil when I was a Christian, right? Nettie, nice to see you. What's going on with you, Nettie? It's a slang for a penis, a maypole. Look at my pole. It is in my pole. Oh, my. Look at all these people with their depraved thinking. Oh, my goodness here. You've jumped over it a few times. Oh, my goodness. Jack, be nimble. Jack, be quick. Look at you. You're jumping over private parts. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, whatever tradition you have, right? Yeah. Oh, man. The stars are coming out. They're beautiful. It's good to see the stars. There's one. There's another. Oh, I'm almost there. It's a pole in the circle of people would dance around. Yeah. Until they get exhausted, right? I said the ribbons around it. That's another. Yeah. They hold on to a ribbon and they just keep going, right? They just keep going until they are exhausted in some capacity. Glory to the ancestors. Yeah. Maybe that's something we could do this year. We'll do a live stream maypole. We'll all have our virtual ribbons and we'll dance around the maypole together, and all in our own way, in our own capacity. That would be fun to do. Maypole Madness 2026. Everyone grab a ribbon, and we'll use my walking stick as the virtual maypole or something. You see the road there. Getting towards the road, getting towards the conclusion of your spiritual entertainment in the evening. It was a wonderful experience. When I get home, I'll put that meditation up. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you all tomorrow. I'll be back around 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a good night.